Hi, I'm Benjy from LearnToBlend.com, and what I wanted to make for you today is a no-fat salad dressing. This is an almond ginger salad dressing, or a date ginger salad dressing, or almond date sesame, all kinds of stuff. So what I wanted to do was give you a little backstory, and then we'll actually make it. So I've been doing a lot of research lately. I've been paying a lot of attention to what I am putting in my body. It's something I do anyway, and I'm sure you do it to a degree. What I've been finding more than anything is that even though fats are good for you, too much fat is not good for you. And so I started looking at my diet and where am I getting the excess fats? You know, I love cheese. I'm trying to cut out as much dairy as I can in my life, but I'm a cheesehead. And I've been cutting a lot of that out of my just daily diet. But I wanted to find the places where I can substitute that and eat cheese on whenever, on a special occasion. But I started realizing I'm putting fats into other foods, or I'm eating fats in other places. If you eat nuts like almonds, I mean, almonds are really good for you, but they do have a lot of fat in them. Avocados have fat. And again, fat is not bad for you. It's when you get excess fats. And so I started looking in my diet as far as where I'm eating too much fat. And one thing that I do get a high concentration of fat is when I have a salad. I'll put salad dressings that are just right out of the store, right off the supermarket shelves. And even though they're good, organic, well-produced, responsibly produced salad dressings, they still have a lot of fat in them. The first ingredient is usually soybean oil or olive oil or coconut oil. And again, those aren't bad things, but you want to watch how much you're getting. And so what I wanted to do is make a salad dressing that has virtually no added oil to it, thereby cutting down on the fat. So I found this recipe. It's from, I believe, Dr. Joel Fuhrman. This is an almond ginger salad dressing, and it's very easy to make. This took probably about 2-3 minutes of off-camera, off-screen prep time, and the time you would put in buying it at the store. And what I wanted to do is show you a couple things that I'm going to do here, just to show you how I do some of the prep. So go ahead and take off the lid. And the thing you want to remember with the VitaMix is to always put your liquids in first. Reason being, if you put the liquids in first and then put the heaviest, bulkiest stuff at the top, where obviously that's ginger, we're not going to use that whole thing. We could, if you're that daring, we'll put, like firecrackers in there too. But the reason you want to put the liquids in first is that you want all the weight at the top. It's simple gravity. You put the heaviest things at the top and the things that are easiest to move around or the most viscous or liquid at the bottom. And that way, that starts blending up and starts turning nice and easy, and then everything else gets pushed down, and it's the minimal amount of effort. So we're going to start with about a cup of water. So I've divided this into 2 different containers here. That's half. Here's the other half. This is just filtered water. You can use any kind you like. This is almond milk, half cup of almond milk. Now you can make your own almond milk in the machine if you like. Almond milk, soy milk, rice milk, coconut milk, sesame milk, any kind of milk you like, and that does save money. However, if you don't want to do that, store-bought's just fine. That is store-bought almond milk. It's usually fairly inexpensive. Now this is a half cup of white sesame seeds. Instead of this, you are more than welcome to use tahini. Tahini is actually a liquid that is made from grinding up sesame seeds. I have raw sesame seeds here. They have the least amount of prep gone into them. These are raw almonds. And you can use toasted almonds if you want. That's going to bring a little more flavor to the party here, to the drink. I like the raw ones. I'm trying to put as many raw foods into my diet as I can. So I'm using raw almonds. And if you can't do tree nuts, you can sub those out for something else. Now this is garlic. This is where we get into some of the prep. Garlic, this is a medium clove of garlic or 2 small cloves of garlic. Wait a minute. The peel was on there. You can leave the peel on, that's totally fine. All right, so now we're down to 2 different ingredients. These are dates and this is ginger. Now we need about 1 inch of ginger. And no, I am not peeling this either. So an inch, you can see I'm very specific here. I have this down to the millimeter. That's not true. Cooking is not a science. Baking is a science. Cooking, you just put whatever you want in whenever you want. Usually you'll come out with the same results, even if it's a little bit off. So that's ginger. I have not peeled it. The machine spins so fast, the VitaMix spins so fast, you're not even gonna know it's there. Okay, so here are dates. Now, dates, let's talk about these for a minute. I bought dates from the store that have pits in them, and then I went through and I pulled the pits out. It's not a hard thing to do. I buy pitted dates sometimes, but this is what they had at the store. Don't let either one turn you off. Both of them work just fine. So these 5 here, you want 6 dates of average size. And you can see here, I split them right down the middle. I like dates because they do have a lot of natural sugar in them, and natural sugar will spike your blood sugar just like regular refined sugar will. However, this is something you're getting in a piece of fruit or a piece of food here, and so it's a little bit more natural. There you go. So there are the 5 dates. Now, pretend those were pitted dates. This is not. This is a date with the pit in it. So it's very simple. That's it. You just cut it open, and there's the pit. You set it aside, throw it away, or grind it up, use it as compost. Now, here's the thing. That's it. It's easy to do, and you saw how I did that. I held the knife in one place, and you can do this with avocados, anything you need to slice open. A lot of people try and slice things by doing this and then all over the place, and by the time they're done, they've cut their hand off. That's very expensive and involves a trip to the hospital, and I'm not paying for that. So what I do is I hold this in one place, I spin it around, and then you're done. You just cut it open. You put your knife in your little box, it disappears, and you never know it. It's gone. Okay. So we have everything we need. So what we're going to do is blend this up. Like any other time, we're using a 5200 here. This is a VitaMix 5200. I'm going to start on low and then slowly bring it up. It'll take about 5 to 10 seconds and then kick it up to high. Once that's done, I'll let it run for about 30 seconds. I'm not timing it, I'm just sort of guessing. And when that's done, I'll turn it off, bring it all the way back down. I'll probably just turn it off and you'll see the result. Here we go. Start it on low. Okay, sorry. I got a very important text from the CEO of VitaMix. Anyway, you can see we've gotten that even more finely ground up. Now, there's something I want to add. You can see this is still really thick, and that's way too thick for salad dressing. So what I'm going to actually pour that out on your salad is going to be too much. So you can, in the recipe, it says you can add water if you want to thin it out, and that's just what I'm going to do. And by doing that, that will also help these little bits get more ground up and homogenized as well. And there you go. We could probably even let that go longer if you wanted to. I don't know if you can see it on the video. We still have a little bit of some flecks in there. And if you want to let that go, that's totally fine. If you don't like those flecks, I like a little bit of texture. So what I did, I didn't mention this before I did it, but I didn't take the lid off in order to add that water. I took the cap in the lid. If you have something like hot soup, I'd recommend you slow it down and maybe even turn it off to add stuff in there. The reason is you don't want hot soup flying out of there. However, this is not hot, it is, it's room temperature, so it's not going to hurt you if a little bit flies out of there. I took the cap and the lid out, added a little bit to the mix, and then let that go a little bit longer. I watched it. I kind of got a sense. Once you do this enough, you get a sense really how what you want that mixture to look like as it's kind of slogging around in there. And I'm pretty satisfied with that particular mixture. So the only thing left to do is to pour it out. And here is a nice little salad dressing deal that actually my girlfriend bought this for me. You can't have it. It does have little recipes. I could have just followed one of these recipes, but you can see oil, 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 and oil. All of these recipes call for oil, and you have to look around a little bit to get a non-oil salad dressing. So here we go. Very liquid salad dressing here. Very viscous. I know the word viscous from those old commercials about viscosity breakdown from car commercials. That's not important. So there you go. We'll put the rest of it in another container. Oh, you're supposed to taste it. All those shows, all the cooking shows, they always taste their stuff after. And that turned out really good. That'd be great. Maybe even with a little bit of pepper in it. It does have a little bit of zing in there from the ginger, and refrigerated, it's gonna be awesome. So that's it. This is almond ginger salad dressing with no oil in it. Nice and thick. You can make it thinner if you like by adding more water, not more oil. Leave the oil out to control the amount of fat you're having in your diet. And that's it. LearnToBlend.com if you'd like to see more of these kinds of recipes or even order a VitaMix from me. I am a certified VitaMix rep. I can get you a better deal than virtually anywhere else out there. So go to LearnToBlend.com. My name is Benjy Portnoy, and I'll see you next time on Learn to Blend Salad Dressing Making Hour.